So the presidential election is over. How is the outcome going to impact interest rates and the housing market? Hi, this is Heather Groom, and I'm with High on Utah podcast. I'm here with John Kreger, one of my
Heather,
very favorite loan officers.
thank you for having me.
Yes, thanks so much. So the presidential election is over.
It is crazy.
And we've got some decisions that have happened. My phone's been blowing up.
Yeah,
And that's
absolutely
why
same.
we kind of did this quick little video this morning, because my phone's been blowing up about how is the presidential election or the outcome going to impact interest rates and the housing market. And so I'm getting a lot of questions on that. So I'd like to talk to you about
sure.
that and see and hear a little bit about your
Absolutely.
opinion and what you're seeing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it is crazy to even talk about the fact that it's now over, right? For something that's consumed so much of our time over the last year or two in our media time. So I'm grateful to have it over because we can move forward, right?
Absolutely.
And that's actually how the market feels about this, okay? If you look at Wall Street or housing market and all that, they just want stability, all right? They're actually usually bipartisan. They just want to know who it's going to be and they can move forward with it, right? So the biggest thing that we're already seeing, and the irony of all of this, is we had the election, what was it, yesterday? And then the Feds are meeting today to cut interest rates. Like you almost couldn't have, and then we have a jobs report coming out Friday.
Right.
Like you almost couldn't have
It
more
was
things
like all
happening
in the same
one week, right?
Yes.
But here's what I'll say, okay? One, most predictions about what are going to happen are going to be wrong. So really just keep that in mind, all right? Like we'll just see how things play out. But what I do know as a fundamental, all right, is that interest rates and home prices are correlated, all right?
Absolutely.
So regardless of who ended up becoming the president, all right, if interest rates are higher, home prices stay lower. People shop based on a budget, all right? People are like, oh, Heather, I got pre-qualified for $400,000. No, you didn't. You got pre-qualified for a $2,500 a month payment, which happens to equal $400,000 purchase price at today's interest rates, okay? So let's say that the president-elect and his team are able to bring down interest rates, all right? What do you think is going to happen to home prices?
They're going to go up.
Right? Because once again, let's work this
And
backwards.
the competition. You're going to
Yes.
maybe even possibly go to multiple offer.
Absolutely, right?
Inventory is still a problem.
Absolutely, it is right now, right? So what's the best advice you could give people right now as to like, hey, we at least feel like we kind of have a forward path, right? We kind of have an idea of where this country is going to go, all right? I think we all probably feel like rates will probably start trending downward over time, all right? What would you tell somebody right now about what to do?
It's the perfect time to buy.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell
Couldn't agree
people
more.
right now, this is a great time because you've got pricing that's low.
Mhm.
We want to lock you in on that, whether it's a new build, whether it's an existing home. Rates, we're seeing the trends.
Yes.
We're kind of saying, hey, these are probably going to be going down
Mhm.
over the next time. Which, by the way, I want to really quick throw this out. Do you think there will be any huge spikes either way, or is it going to be kind of a process?
We actually had a big spike yesterday, but then we had a big drop today. So
Right.
I think it will be very modulated going forward, and that is actually believed heavily by Fannie and Freddie's chief economist, that we are probably close to the top for this cycle, and we'll probably likely see more of a gradual downhill at this point.
Yep, kind of. That's what I was wondering. We'd have
Yep.
like one spike kind of at
Mhm.
the beginning because it just kind of fueled the
Yeah, it's
economy
just emotional.
and
Yeah.
emotional,
Yep.
and then like you said, I think for most people, and I love that you said this, it's just that we need forward movement.
just need forward
We've been
movement.
kind of in this weird
Yep.
election cycle,
Mhm.
so it's like now it's decided we're moving forward.
Yeah,
So I love that. So right now really is the time to buy. I'm anticipating actually a huge last 2 months of the year.
Yeah, I think so.
November and December.
Mhm.
I've already got people coming on board, and I've been telling people anyway the last few months saying, "Hey, this is a great time to buy." But I
Absolutely.
love that you just gave that opinion as well. It's a great time to buy, and I think it is important. We are going to possibly see rates decline, but again, your purchasing power, what you can qualify for, that all could change really quickly. So it is really smart to give us a call. So
Yeah.
thanks so much.
Of course. Thanks for having me
Hey,
on, Heather.
you
All
got
right.
it.
Thank you.
Thanks.